My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Archegaladirthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the realm of Thranduil, the Woodland realm, on a reconquista of our own as we continue to retake Mirkwood, and by extension Dol Guldur, which fell in an invasion to the Variags of Khand. However, our reinforcing army is en route. Draugol makes his way south through Rawberg and through the vast plains of Revanion, en route to Bur Southis. And our king, Thranduil the Good, is making his way out to claim the last vestibule of evil in the plains of Revanion before the realm of Rune can really settle in. We'll have to handle them eventually, but not yet. Draugol has quite a significant army, and he has the power to take Bur Southis and push the Dol Guldur forces south toward Dorthalu and then on to their final bastion of hope, Dor Norhak. Lands of the Flame, I think that means. That is the current plan. Let us hope to see it to fruition. Now, if you're noticing that there might be something ever so slightly different, I turned off campaign map shadows. Mostly because, personally, I tend to turn off shadows in all games. And also because it just adds a nice little additional bonus when zooming around the map. It speeds everything up a little bit, and it also makes your turn times it lessens the speeds them up a little bit. So if that's another thing, if you are having slow turn times, turning off the campaign shadows. Now, my turn times have been slow in the past two videos, and I expect them to be this time as well. But they might be 1 to 2 seconds quicker with the campaign shadows turned off. But I can't imagine that they're going to be anything particularly fast until I do some more major modding and again kick the mod up the arse essentially and get it to speed back up again. Now, if you didn't hear me mention it in the last video, it's because I talked about it about halfway through. A gentleman called Gamersville 101 has got quite the interest in Rise of Mordor, the mod for Total War Attila. And he has started a few videos about the faction rosters that have been posted on Rise of Mordor's page over on Total War Center, and he asked me to do a little bit of narration for them, and I said yes. And the first video is linked in the description below, and you can go and have a watch and see what you think. Oh, Dol Guldur. Cut me some slack, mate.
The enemy is at our gates! To the defences!
Do you know why my turns have started going slow? I'll tell you for why. When I did the Erebor faction overview, as some of you may have heard, it had Lord of the Rings music in the background. And that's because I'd not yet copied my own little music submod in, which uses copyright-free music. And somebody reminded me of that, El Monstero, one of our lead testers, and I then changed the music on Sunday morning, copied the new music across in anticipation just for future reference. So not even affecting this particular build, I copied the music into the other build, the build I do all the modding on. And the entire game now runs slowly again. And this is what I mean by turn times are just totally random.
Elves!
Because I will then do some modding, edit the files a bit more again
Elves, we must give up
in
the
future,
road.
and then all of a sudden they'll speed up again. And that's the situation we're at the moment.
I'm gonna stick you! Come, my brothers!
Rather than consolidate their forces, they have opted to send everything they can to Rawberg.
Have a taste of my blade!
Idiots. Absolute idiots.
My lord? Elves!
That means we're going to have to delay for a brief time. Yeah, we're going to have to hold off for a moment while our forces basically mop up anything they sent to Rawberg whilst we're waiting for Thranduil to head out and take Ilanin.
Come, my brothers! Take it for the elves!
Oh, you didn't want to attack? Coward.
My lord. Your will, my lord. Follow me.
We have 3 turns till Thranduil can get out there, so we're going to have to wait at least that long. So this is why I'm quite disappointed that the turns are going to be about a minute or so long, because this
Onward! Like the wind.
This campaign at the moment we're in a bit of a waiting period while our army makes its way south. Although look, the Misty Mountains are attacking Celebat. Good lord! Come on, Erebor. Even changing the faction banners didn't even slow down the game.
Yes, my lord.
Changing the music for the other build did. That's why it's just so mad.
Without question.
There we are. We have to endure another. It only takes about a minute. So it's not. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we. But then imagine if we ended turn, say 5 times. That's That's a sixth of the entire episode, essentially, wasted on just turns. It's just one of those things, though, isn't it? And every time you think it's speeding up, then it hits you again and goes bloody slowly. Now, in wider news, because of YouTube doing reasonably well for me, and our continual growth, and my desire to always only spend money on YouTube-related things that I've earned from YouTube-related things, I intend to maybe branch out for the first time and get a proper standalone microphone. And I was looking into them, because when I was doing the narration for Gamersville 1.1, I realised that a stand-up standalone mic does give you slightly better quality than the headset mic that I use, despite the fact that my headset is a very expensive one, and has a microphone attached. But I'm thinking of branching out and getting a standalone microphone. Goodness gracious me. Bloody canned. Not only have they taken Dol Guldur, they now see fit to attack our faction heirs in the open. Bastards.
Yes, there are too many. We'll need reinforcements.
Never counted on canned actually coming and being a pain.
Your orders, as you wish.
Is there something I can do for you?
Nagatuff. What did we get for coming to Isengard? Is it 500 gold or is it another unit?
Farewell.
2 units of wooden scouts. Well, put those to good use, although our capital is quite far away. Oh, good lord, we've got a whole army here.
For the light!
Nothing
Yes,
for
my
it.
lord.
We have got an army there.
Onward!
Now is the time to use it, if ever there was one. Send them south. And retrain those two while they're there. Okay, Legolas, where did you run to? Austin Guile.
Elves!
Head out and build that
Set up an
watchtower I
ambush.
was asking for. Oh, is it? Can we not afford it? Or are you in the wrong
Over
place?
here,
No, you're in
elves.
the wrong place.
Stay in the trees! We will need that one.
What have you got in there with you? Ah, that's better than nothing. Okay. So, Thranduil will continue making your way
Sire.
through their land.
Scout the area.
Might as well build us a watchtower there while you're there.
We will need that one. Come, my brothers. At ease, sire. Assail them. We protect the elven
Kill this
lands.
idiot.
Engage!
So that we have a battle to commence.
Put an end to this evil.
Put an end to this evil. Straight in, lads, straight in. Okay, who shall we use today? Archers if we have them. 2 units. 2 units of archers. Might as well get near-ish the enemy. There's 2 units of javelins there as well, aren't there? So you guys go ahead. Come closer a bit. That'll do. Don't run away. And then I think I'll use our better units that Ivana's chosen. And then 2 units of spears. Go in front of all of that lot. 1 unit of spears to cover that flank. And the Girthanen to use their sneak attack to cover that flank. And everyone else... stay out of it. That should be enough. Go on, get some good shots in. Or just miss. Just miss completely. I'm also in favour of that attack approach. Don't want to be fighting uphill, really. Oh, it doesn't actually really matter, does it? They haven't got very good archers. Move to there. They definitely have a unit of archers, though, don't they? I was just looking at an overview. Yeah, there's some there. I was just looking at THFE's faction snippet images that he's been given by the Rise of Mordor mod. And you do have to unfortunately confess that the Attila engine allows you to make incredibly good looking units. Something we sadly are restricted by the age of our engine. Forward we go. Turn and yes, start firing. Try and hit the archers, because then if you do miss, if you overshoot or undershoot, you might still get a lucky shot. Although we're getting some good kills so far. Oh, that was a great shot. And another one. Good, 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 good. Oh, well done. Keep shooting at those archers, because they'll be... the enemies are just boring down on us. Or bearing down on us, rather. Either one is working. Either one will do. For a touch of English. Oh, look how few wargs actually survived. That's a shame, isn't it? That's a terrible shame. Oh, I told you not to run away. I'm sure I did. Oh, I told the wrong unit not to run away.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
You charge into the back of those. Charge into those. Oh, they're shooting out a Wararainur, which is very good. Which isn't very good of them, because they'll do very little damage. Ah, the first unit is running. As the thunder of the catapults roar behind our battle line.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Oh, good throw, javelins. Good throw. It's Tuesday today, everyone. Tuesdag, to coin a phrase of the Old English, where it comes from. Tue.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Norse
Without
god
him,
of
his
war.
troops will lose their will to fight.
Tuesdag means it's running day. For I like to try and keep active, and Tuesday and Sundays are the days that I go out for a nice jog with the other half, with the missus. I live near a canal, you see, and she lives near a disused railway line. And at her home we jog on those, and at my home we run on the canal. Not that you're all that interested, but I thought I'd tell you anyway. To cover as our elven archers and elven swordsmen. I love playing as the elves. There is something about being this absolutely overpowered nation. Although recently, because people very much tend to latch on to things in Total War Centre's thread, but in the Total War Centre thread there has been discussion from a few members of the community that Imladris has been made hard. And without wanting to directly call into question anybody's skill at the game, one has to ask how on earth you think their campaign is hard. You could win the Imladris campaign with your eyes closed.
This is a clear
Many people are
victory.
also very disappointed that we decided to take the elven horse archer units that the twins used to have. We lost, it's a 10-1. I killed 10 times more than we lost. Well done, everyone. Catapult. Oh my goodness. Oh my good lord. It's an absolutely auspicious day, everyone. The catapult, the unit that I hate the absolute most for being so... The potential is insane and what you actually get is terrible. A unit I hate for that very fact has taken away the golden sword. Our first giving out of, I assume, I don't know, the golden boulder maybe? No, that would just be a nugget of gold, wouldn't it? It's got to have a shape. The golden horn. That can go to catapults. I don't know why we would choose a horn, but we will. Well done. Well done indeed. My voice is broken, I'm so thrilled. That doesn't look very Lord of the Ringsy, does it? Those look decidedly like monkeys hanging from trees. With a forest fire down below. Oh well, it looks like a nice enough image anyway, doesn't it? Kill them all.
Our lands will be safe once
Well done,
more.
Draugol.
By the light of
You
Elbereth.
continue to impress
Onward!
Your next target is Captain
Orders,
Gazul
follow
as
me.
Strandal makes his way across the land. Babak the Wrathful. Rune are running away with their tails between their legs, as you might imagine. Now, our only problem now is that they can reach us as well. Oh, balls. There is talk at the moment in behind the scenes, in the testing group and amongst those of us that remain as modders, of either severely limiting stakes or something that I find myself increasingly in favour of, removing them completely. But I think what we'd probably reach is a nice little middle ground, so that there'd be certain units that can still use stakes. So if a unit is a particularly anti-cav heavy unit, it might be able to use stakes. But across the board,
Yes,
generally
my lord?
speaking, we plan to try and remove them altogether. 1550. Let's see how long it takes. So feel free to comment in against or support of that notion. Comment against or in support of that notion down below in the comment section. I always spool through. I don't reply to every comment, but I do, rest assured, read every single one. So if you desperately wanted a reply and you didn't get one, 9 times out of 10 it's because I've either replied to your question before, or you... Well, no, that's it really. I would normally have just replied to that question before for someone else, and unfortunately, therefore, didn't make the grade. But I do read every single comment. It's just the moral of that story. Oh, come on! What on earth are you doing? Look how big that army is, standing right next door to you. Oh my god. This is like a strategy game. It is a strategy game. This is like in Command and Conquer. Say, let's choose generals, when you've basically defeated your enemy, but one dozer managed to survive, and they bugger off somewhere to another corner of the map, and they start building their base, thinking that they've got a chance. That turn took 1 minute and 10 seconds, which I suppose in the grand scheme of things isn't all that bad. I mean, Rome and Attila's turn times are about that long without any mods. So we're not actually doing that badly, I suppose, even if they are at their worst. Now, if you've got turn times of 2 minutes or above, I can understand that being a problem. And of course, whenever my turn times actually settle back down, which they will speed back up again in time. They'll go back to being about 20 seconds long. So it's just so frustrating. It tempts me actually to see if I could install the mod in 2 separate locations, so that so essentially have the game installed in 2 locations. But I don't think you can unless I use the disc version for like YouTube and I use the Steam version for modding, which I could do because I do have the disc. But that seems like an incredibly extreme way of getting around this problem.
By the light of Elbereth.
Although now that I think more and more on it, that's actually a really good way, because then I can ensure that the YouTube version would never slow down when I did modding to the other. I'm going to do it. When we come to start the next campaigns, I'm going to move them over onto the disc version. My brain sparkles with ingenuity.
Follow me.
Okay, to round out the episode, I should imagine, is the final attack of Captain Gazul. Captain Bellasvalainen is joining in, who comes from Rawberg himself. We'll control him because I won't really use him. Now, Gazul's got 2 units of Ballistai, and other than that, nothing really. No one's really that well experienced. They've got some pikes. We'll have to watch out for them, but they're the captain as well, which benefits us. Battle Woodland, straight to it.
Send them back to
I'm eager to see who will be the winners of whatever faction vote we have in the future. Of course, I will remove all of the factions we are currently playing as, so none of those will be available anyway, and we will vote for 1 good nation and 1 evil nation. You'll all get a choice of one of those, and as I say, it will be 2 videos of each campaign a week, rather than 4 campaigns a week. We attacked him, didn't we? So he's going to do the little running away thing, so he'll either move up to there near the trees, or he'll stay where he is because there doesn't seem anywhere to be better. But I imagine he'll move up to the trees, to be honest. So let's just come round slowly. We'll just sweep round. Although we should probably be ready, at least, shouldn't we? I don't know. Catapults! I'm just curious as to whether or not... he's probably got too many men to try and move up there. I think he'll probably will just stay in the middle and just come straight at us. So we might as well deploy as if that's what's going to happen. So you there and there. Going to go against everything in every bone in my body and put you into skirmish mode straight away. Don't ask me why I hate skirmish mode. I just do. I'm afraid. And I know that tactically that's stupidity. But there we are. We use our Lothlorien forces. They've been serving us very well of late. You're all going to obviously move forward as soon as the campaign begins. Right, you two go down on the bottom side. You and you go up on the top side. Keep the cavalry in reserve, ready for running down anyone who runs away. Or just go for a massively wide flanking attack, actually. Right, and you three then are fully just in reserve if we need you. There's a way, I can't remember if it's an option in the game itself or if it was one that's only added in later games. But there is an option to, I think it might just be later games, where you can make it so that you can't actually pause the game. Or essentially, that's it, that's the effect. But what it really happens is you can pause the game, but what it does when you pause it is it stops you being able to tell your troops to do anything. So it takes away the massive tactical advantage of pausing and then telling your troops to do something. They are running to that hill. Jammy buggers. Although that ballister's not going to get there very quickly, is it? Well, those running at walking at the same pace as those stalkers. They're moving for the forest very well. Gentlemen, move around there. You guys move to there. You move to there. Archers, I know you're going to hate moving. Causes no end of problems. Off we all go. Yes, the cavalry got the baluster. And they didn't stop to attack and help, which is interesting.
The battle is very much in our favour.
Yes!
Victory will be ours.
Perfect, 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 perfect. How many did you take down? Oh, almost all of them. There's only 13 left. It's so easy to sort of trick, almost. To trick them into doing what you want. Just threaten them hard enough and they'll come straight at you. Don't fire at will. Shoot those Dol Guldur archers. Oh, they're really going for the cavalry, aren't they? Not happy with my... Oh, that sounded good. Oh, that was good. Blimey. Well done. Well done. Right, run over there. Don't go anywhere near their pikes. If they wish to attack us with pikes, so be it. Oh, that was a great shot as well. If the general had been that unit, he would have just died. You might as well get involved then. Right, as they don't actually seem intent on attacking our main army, and they're coming to flank round. You three come up. You turn your angle round. Cavalry. Yeah, we've I don't know, we're doing remarkably well. It looks like they're running away, doesn't it? Ah, Lorien and the Woodland Realm together as one. no! Oh my god! No! Twice! Oh, pay attention, Gallo! My cavalry, my beautiful cavalry. Dead. Burning under the flames of our own fires. Well, at least his archers will die almost straight away. I can't really see what's still holding out against us, to be honest. Everyone else has run away.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Go on then, we'll go in on those pikes. Might as well stop them shooting at things now. Right, their actual army is over here, really, save for the pikes, which we've surrounded and killed. I'm like, we've only killed 50% of them, but somehow.
Lies dead.
There we are. That's the archers dealt with. What is still actually attacking us? Been a bit of a strange one, really, hasn't it? We've lost almost 10% of our army, which is nothing, really, when you consider it. The losses we did take, especially at our own hand. Why didn't you just pay attention? Capture what you can. I imagine then that the reason we haven't won is because the army that they have got left.
Behold how our cowardly foe ran. This is a clear
151 died, 1,448 of them died. And Woodland Scouts, no, Dale Cavalry between them were the first and second. Well done, Dale Cavalry. Oh, that's a cool picture, isn't it? $2,092. Nope.
We protect the elven land.
Have a taste of my blade.
Some of them survive.
Elves.
Right, well, hopefully that has kept them all satiated their bloodlust. I don't think we're going to be that lucky. So they're going to have to stay there. Thranduil continues to press on to Ilanin. How did that army come along?
For the light. Come, my brothers.
Legolas is moving up to meet it.
By the light
Oh, he can move really far, and they can barely go anywhere.
Elven warriors.
But that army should probably be enough to take Dol Guldur, to be honest. Oh, the jammy buggers! They're attacking Caras Galadhon. I say that a lot, don't I? I don't even realise I say it. I noticed someone wrote it down in a comment the other day, saying something to the effect of "It's not a proper episode unless jammy buggers is said." It's just subconscious, I'm afraid. I don't even think about it. But anyway, speaking of the jammy buggers, Dol Guldur are attacking Caras Galadhon. They'll never take it because of the garrison script, but still, the sheer audacity. They really, really, really are not going down until they've properly been killed, are they? Also, whilst that army doesn't look very good at all, and quite rightly it isn't, 253 of those somehow got away. How does that happen? Did they must have walked them away at the start. Anywho, they've got more than enough to take Rawberg, so we will have to just hold there for a moment. Thranduil heads over. Now, I know this is just shy of 30 minutes, but I will end the episode there. The Khazad-dûm episode is likely to have slow turns as well. Hopefully next week I would have got enough modding or modding possibilities to copy some files over. And what I might actually try and do is just copy this whole build. I'll keep this one here as a backup, but I'll just literally copy and paste this into the disk version of the installation which I'm going to add. Because the Steam version and the disk version are they're completely the same. There's no extra stability that comes from the Steam version. It's just that the Steam version is easier. And I'm sure there probably is actually extra stability. I'm sure there's something about the Steam version that they would have done when they made it compatible to work with Steam. They probably did something to kind of upgrade it a bit to bring it into line with more modern computing systems. Anything along those lines, who knows? There might not be anything different. But the Steam version is just an awful lot easier to install everything on the Steam version, mods included. Well, no, that's not really true either. No, it's just that for years I've harkened on about it being worthwhile using the Steam version and not the disc version. Oh, no, I'll tell you for why. Yeah, because that with the installer that didn't delete things, that was a problem mostly related to the disc version of the game. So something along the line. But anyway, it's all by the by. Anyway, hopefully, as we start the next few videos and whatnot, as we progress forth, then the campaign's turn times will have sped back up, and they'll be on a totally different, unique build as I install the disc version of this game. But until we speak again, dear friends, if you have any questions, pop them in the comments below. I'll get around to reading them. Make sure to check out the video that I mentioned earlier. Check out, that sounds so American, doesn't it? Check out the video that I mentioned earlier. Have a look at the video. And that's about it for now. So do enjoy your Wednesday, or wherever you are in the world. Wednesday is the day this was released to those of you in Europe. And until we speak again, Navarre and Impedimad Melvinin, and farewell.